Alright guys, welcome to day 3 of our challenge this morning. And here it is on the board. I'm gonna walk through this with you, and I hope you guys had an opportunity to look at yesterday's video for day 2. And we are continuing with a story. I'm not gonna reveal to you guys which one it is just yet, but we are gonna go piece by piece, and this is today's challenge. The strands fall on the floor in a dull blonde ring. So this is a really straightforward sentence. It's made up of one part. And how do we know? Well, number one, we got one comma here that is supposed to break up a sentence. And we learned already in class that if you have a dependent clause and an independent clause, a comma will separate both. But in this case, following the comma, we do not have a subject and a predicate, simply a blonde ring. So we know that this is one idea, one sentence. So let's find the subject. And from yesterday's challenge, you guys have already noticed that subjects come at the very beginning of the sentence. So here they are, strands. And if we are correct, the next word is going to be the predicate, and it is. If you remember that verbs of motion, any verb that indicates motion, so in this case, fall, falling, standing, walking, running, jogging, does not take a direct object. It requires the use of a preposition to complete the meaning. We can say the strands fall floor, or the strands fall desk. And in this case, on is the preposition which is going to complete the meaning of the word or the verb fall. And what do they fall on? The floor. Here is our object of the preposition. Perfect. Next, we have in. And once again, as you guys correctly know, if we say in and the next question is what, you found a preposition. In what? Now, before we rush into this particular word, because it comes right after it, let's consider for a moment whether this is a noun. Remember, noun cases are nouns only. They are not adjectives. Adjectives will agree with their nouns, but we are looking for the noun only. So, dull would be an adjective. Blonde would also be an adjective. So, ring, in this case, is our object of the preposition. Let me not circle that, sorry. Underline. Why? So why is there a comma, Mr. G, between dull and blonde? Well, very simple. We have two adjectives that are being used. And English technically does use adjectives. Like, for example, the tall, good boy doesn't need a comma in between tall and good. However, this is done for effect. So this comma here is put in for effect. We have dull, comma, blonde ring. It is meant for the reader to pause after dull, continue past blonde, and then get into the final noun. Blonde in this case is also an adjective agreeing with ring, just like dull is an adjective agreeing with ring. You don't really need this comma here, but the author obviously put it there for effect to get you to pause and transition into the next adjective, which is blonde. So last is our verb. The verb here is fall. It's our only predicate of the sentence. What is falling? Strands are falling. So we have a third person plural, because it's more than one strand. Okay. Strands can be turned into they, or one strand can be turned into an it. So in this case, it's plural, they. Is it present, past, or future? Well, again, if it was past, it would be the strands fell, or if it's future, it would be the strands will fall. But in this case, it's just a present. And how many times they fall? In this case, they're falling once. So if it was continuous, it would be the strands were falling on the floor in a dull blonde ring. But in this case, it's just a simple. And is it true? Yes. indicative. Perfect. So I hope you guys can take a look at what you've done and see if you can correct it. Once again, starting from basics, find your subject, find your predicate, and work your noun cases step by step. So far in these 2 days of challenges, we've met a lot of prepositions and a lot of objects of the prepositions. So I'm hoping that as we continue doing this, you get more comfortable with the object of the preposition case. And as we go, maybe we'll get into the indirect objects, direct objects, etc. So thanks a lot for watching. Please leave a comment either here below in the video section on YouTube to let me know what you think of these videos and to what you'd like to see more of in our daily challenges. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.